Okay. Corey Holcomb attempts to sabotage the relationship between Marcus and Ryan Davis, part 2. Let's get it.
Pretty spit I was thinking. Fucked out. That's my new style. Hey, have a good summer.
Your man, he's still around me. He's still around me. You talk about people don't be around me? Mark is right there. So why Mark is right there?
That question was so dumb, it was almost rhetorical. Because Corey knows damn well why Marcus is still around him. And so does Ryan. And it's simple. Marcus needs Corey's platform to build himself up because he's marginally talented at best. And I'm not hating on Marcus, but this is real spit. And we're about to take a look at a clip of Corey inadvertently admitting that he knows that Marcus is marginally talented.
Let me explain something to you. Craig has his own show. Craig, in my opinion, is going to be a great Hollywood producer. The nigga is bubbling from this. Marcus, I watch what you do, and people watch you too. Because it's something about you that people look at as genuine. Now, that's my opinion. That's why they fuck with you, Marcus. A lot of people know you and like you. That's why they fuck with you.
Now, that clip went over most people's heads when it first aired. But I tripped off of it, and it stood out to me because you got to pay attention to the contrast between the compliments. When he talks about Craig, he says, Craig, I feel like you're going to be a great Hollywood producer. So clearly he sees a skill or a talent that Craig has for producing. But when he got to Marcus, he said, Marcus, I see what you do. And people watch you because something about you make them feel like you genuine. He complimented Marcus's virtue. And nobody watches people because they feel like they're genuinely a good person. People are supposed to watch you because you're entertaining, because you're funny, because you're intelligent, because you're whatever. But it should be anything but you're genuinely a good person. Corey essentially gave Marcus the same type of compliment that a coach would give to the worst player on the team. You know, when they giving the kids compliments on all their strengths, they'd be like, Zoe, boy, you the smartest player I got. And Craig, boy, you the strongest player I got. And Marcus, you probably the nicest player I got. Yep, you friendly with all the kids. You get along with all the other players. You ain't never got into it with nobody. So yeah, I definitely could say that about you. That's what I can say about you. And that's exactly why Corey, with all the confidence in the world, said,
Your boy ain't gone. We gonna see if he gonna lead today.
And this is also why he was comfortable enough to tell you to your face that he was actively trying to sabotage your relationship with Ryan.
I'd have put Marcus on the spot, but I did it on purpose. I want him to be mad at you, to be honest.
Oh, my God, see?
You didn't say nothing, Marcus. You didn't take up for me.
And to show the type of games he was playing with you, Marcus, to add insult to injury, he turns around and trolls you, acting like his hands is clean and he ain't been doing nothing to sabotage you right before saying something else to sabotage your relationship with Ryan.
Anyway, look, all I want to say is this, man. I ain't never did nothing but tried to be cool and facilitate your little relationship with dude. So this ain't beef to me either. This is somebody who got a problem, like he said. And the problem is you won't admit that you like bussy.
And I gotta address the effeminate behavior. I mean, it's all effeminate, but when Corey say, I ain't did nothing but try to facilitate your little friendship. See, that whole your little friendship shit, that's some baby mama shit. That's some shit that your baby mama say when you get a new girlfriend. Ain't nobody trying to mess up your little relationship with your new girlfriend. That's some shit females do. And as y'all watch these clips, watch the effeminate mannerisms. Watch the neck rolling. This nigga be neck rolling when he be talking. He don't make eye contact because he be in hardcore manipulation mode. But he be doing this with his hand and shit. Like, dude is wild effeminate. Pay attention. Now, this is the part of the video that I've been really wanting to get to, because now I'm about to really break down and highlight Corey's manipulation, gaslighting, and trying to put a battery in Marcus's back to get him to sabotage himself. Because the manipulation and the sabotage kind of escalates throughout the show. And first, it started off as kind of lighthearted. Well, let me not say lighthearted. It started off as Corey more so just attacking Ryan. And it's going to escalate to he's going to want Marcus to start attacking Ryan. And he's going to want Marcus to sabotage himself. Just in case me personally attacking Ryan ain't enough to make him stop fucking with you, I need to get you to say something about him, to disrespect him, or to do something to sabotage your relationship with him. And that's what we about to see.
That's why Ryan could talk shit about me and never get checked or never get called a troll. But I'm the troll. You ever call Ryan a troll?
Yeah.
You ain't called that nigga no troll.
That's all he do is troll.
You ain't called that. You ain't called him a troll in his face because he won't let you open up.
And out the gate, Corey makes it blatantly obvious that he is being manipulative, because he constantly... And out the gate, Corey makes it blatantly obvious that he is instigating and trying to put a battery in Marcus's back. Because you gotta peep how he constantly moves the goalposts. First, he says, have you ever called Ryan a troll? And Marcus says, yeah. And Corey says, you ain't called that nigga no troll. Now, what Marcus should have did was ask himself, if Corey genuinely wants to know if I call Ryan a troll, why the hell would he ask me and then tell me that I didn't after I gave him the answer? Obviously, because he was trying to put a battery in your back. And if you didn't catch it with that, you definitely should have caught it when you said, yeah. And he said, you didn't call that nigga a troll. Then you said, all he do is troll. And Corey moves the goalpost again and says, but you ain't said, I bet you ain't said it to his face because you wouldn't open up. See, now it's clear that you just trying to put a battery in my back, bro. Because you asked me if I called him a troll. I told you, yes. You basically telling me I'm lying. So I call him a troll on your show. And then it goes to, I bet you ain't say it to his face, though. It went to grade school. It went to middle school. I bet you won't say it to his face, though. Corey was on that shit. At 55 years old, damn near 60 years old, talking about, I bet you won't say it to his face, though. And I'm going to keep telling y'all, pay attention to Corey's facial expressions and body language. I can't stress it enough, because it is blatantly obvious that this dude is being manipulative and instigating and trying to put a battery in Marcus's back. And Marcus, being a country bumpkin that he is, he ain't been around enough niggas in the street or enough niggas in the hood to be able to see this type of manipulation that's common. They always trying to put a battery in a dumb nigga's back. If they look at niggas in the streets, niggas in the hood, if they look at you as dumb, they will instigate and put a battery in your back to say something to this dude, try to fight this dude, knowing you're going to get your ass whooped. That type of shit is funny to them. It's funny to them to manipulate people that are dumb enough to fall for their bullshit. And Corey is trying to manipulate Marcus's country ass the same way Roland and Slim tried to manipulate Mike on the wood when he came from North Carolina to Inglewood. Pay attention.
Nigga, I can call him a troll. A troll ain't even no.
You said you can call him a troll. You don't talk to that nigga like that. That nigga, he'll tax you. He will tax you, T-A-X-U, if you talk to him for real.
I don't know why you think I care about that shit like that. I don't give a fuck about that shit like that, man.
Because if the motherfucker disrespect you the first time, you'd have got the fuck away from, if a motherfucker gonna handle the shit like a real motherfucking G. If you see the nigga play you, you won't be coming to me, man, that nigga did me like this. You'll be like, hey, man, fuck that hoe ass nigga. Look how that nigga played me. And I'll be right with you. Yeah, fuck that nigga. If he playing the motherfucking family like that.
And this is what niggas do when they try to instigate. They try to poke and prod at your ego because they know the power of the male ego, especially the black male ego. That shit will have niggas going to prison and losing their life just so they don't look like a punk. And that's what Corey is running with. That's his tactic to try to get Marcus to say something crazy about Ryan. And notice at the end where he say, you'd have been like, fuck that nigga. If you be like, fuck that nigga, and now I'd be right there with you like, yeah, fuck that hoe ass nigga. He's saying that because he's trying to send Marcus the message that, yeah, if you be like, fuck Ryan, and you don't mess with him no more, I'm going to be here with you. You ain't got to worry about being left out there alone. I got your back, little bro. You got me backing you up. See, he's like the manipulation is crazy with this dude. And this shit is foul that he's playing these kind of games with niggas that's young enough to be his son. This shit is ridiculous. This shit is pathetic. And a bad look on this nigga as a black man, as a senior citizen black man. Speaking of senior citizen, I just had an interesting thought. Corey has to dye his shit black. Cause you know Corey dye his shit, his beard and his hair, he dye all that shit black. That nigga be using that Beijing. And I just realized Corey has to do that. Like he absolutely has to do it. It's not an option. Because imagine how Corey would look talking the shit that he talked, doing the ignorant, immature, petty shit that he do with a gray beard and a head full of gray hairs. That shit would look crazy if Corey did not dye his hair. So just it's little shit like that I noticed that kind of, I don't know. I'm different. I don't know. But let's get it.
Well, I done said plenty of times that nigga troll.
There's a bunch
I done
of
said
them.
it. Man, stop trolling so much. I done said that.
When they go on there,
it ain't nothing major.
Negative
So
comments to you
I don't know why you took that to heart.
You said, well, I took it to heart?
Yeah, you took that. You ain't said you trolling.
Because you don't call them niggas trolls. I don't believe you talk to that man like that, because if you talk to that man like that, he gonna shake you.
It's funny how Marcus had to point out to Corey like the word troll ain't even that deep. You sitting there talking about, you ain't gonna call them niggas troll. You ain't gonna call them niggas. Because Corey is an old nigga. Like, he don't even know the word troll is not that bad of a word. Like, he, in his mind, he think calling somebody a troll is like calling them a bitch ass nigga or something. He don't even know the word troll just means you fucking with somebody. Like, but he's still using it to try to put a battery in Marcus's back. And notice he says again, I don't believe you called him a troll, because he ain't gonna have, like, what the hell do you mean you don't believe? So are you saying that I'm lying? Like, if I was Marcus, I would have been like, so you saying I'm lying? Is it because I don't get your purpose of, I mean, I get the purpose, but if I was Marcus don't get the purpose. I don't get your purpose of constantly saying you don't call him a troll when, nigga, I just called him a troll on the show. I told you I called him a troll. I called him a troll on your show, and you still saying I won't call him a troll. Make that make sense.
Or you don't do that with anybody?
What you mean?
Like if somebody does you wrong or a couple things, something that you don't agree with or you don't care for, and you keep them around.
Okay, D, so let me explain
You don't do
myself
that?
to you again.
At all with anybody?
Yeah, I done did it before. I done had people around me that played me. Yep. What else?
Just asking.
She asked me why you talking about me then if you do it.
You know, that's actually a pretty good question, Marcus. And the answer is simple. Corey is trying to sabotage you. He's not trying to sabotage himself, at least not at the moment. And proof to this is last year's I Got You When I Hit a Lick episode about Zoe. Corey said that Zoe was on some sucker shit for walking out with his head up and not rocking with Corey no more after Corey violated him.
I've been around Zoe longer, and you know, it don't make sense for shit to end with nigga walking out the door with his head up in the air.
Yeah,
that's sucker shit to me.
Now, ask yourself, if that's your train of thought, Corey, don't that same logic apply to me and Ryan? If you expected Zoe to stick around even after you violated him in front of the whole world, not only violated him, lied on him in front of the whole world, why do you expect me to cut Ryan off like that because he did something I don't agree with her or that? Because Corey knows you need it. See, he doesn't care about your career. Your career is a joke to him. And he's using you as a pawn in a game of toxic chess against Ryan. So he doesn't mind telling you to do some shit that's going to sabotage your career. You know why? Because he don't give a damn about your career. He only cares about himself.